Hello YouTube, Flightsimguy here, and today I am doing a quote-unquote review of sorts. Another add-on review. It's not really a review. You don't really review scenery. I mean, you're just gonna fly over it and look around. Let's see where we are. I'm at Reagan National, and I've installed the Washington scenery package that you've seen on the FS Pilot Shop and Sim Market. Came out not too long ago. I figured I'd pick it up, install it, check it out. And I'm in the Phenom, Coronado's Phenom, and I didn't go through the startup or any of that stuff. I just had it loaded, engines running. So let's just go ahead and take care of a few household items here. CDI, hit B. Let's see here. Turn on lights. Don't really need to turn that off. How much fuel do I have in this thing? Let's find out in a second. Enough for me to fly around. And I set it up so that if I fly north, or am I flying north? Yeah, if I take off and fly north, I'm gonna run right into the scenery. So let's double check all the things here.
No takeoff. Flaps.
There you go, sir. And what's my trim setting? Trim is good. Let the flaps come on down, and then I should be good to go. Emergency light is not armed. I know it's around here somewhere. Is this it? Nope, I don't think that's it. Set those to auto. Good there. Come over here. Set the parking brake. All that should be good. And I know the emergency light is around here somewhere. I just keep forgetting where it is. And you'd think on this plane it'd be easy to find. Oh well. There is an emergency light up here, but I don't think this is the one. Actually, that is it. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off and see what the scenery has to offer. Before we do that, check this is good. And my rudder pedals are good. Alright. Let's go. Now I got
No takeoff. Brake.
deliberately have the frame counter at the top right, because this scenery is pretty intense and it will beat up on your frames pretty bad. So let's see how bad this hits my frames. And this Phenom is really fast, so once I get up I need to come off the gas quite a bit. Alright, I can go ahead and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. My nose up quite a bit. We want to get up in the air so we can get a good look at the scenery. Now I'm getting 15 frames looking at blue skies. That's not a good sign. Okay, and pull the flaps up. Alright, let's see what we got. Not too bad. There's a Pentagon right there. Alright, let's come off the gas. Trim down. Trim down some more. I'm still pitching up. Alright. Now, this particular scenery package covers a lot of DC. When you take off from Dulles, all you see is this haze over the area where Washington DC is supposed to be. And as you fly closer and closer, the haze turns into scenery, and then your frame rates drop. I did my initial test of this using Steam, and I got down really low, and I think I was in the Piper Piper Saratoga, and my frame just started collapsing into the single digits. All right, I'm at 2,000 feet, circling around. There is an option when you install it. You can tell it how detailed you want the resolution of the textures to be. For this one, I toned it down. I made it half of the max res so I could get decent frames. When I installed it in Steam, I had it put it at the full res, maximum res, and I'm pretty sure that had something to do with the frame rate. Now, I'm getting between 14 and 17 frames, and that's not too bad. Oh, plane right there. I think that's the Washington Monument. The Pentagon was right after we took off. Oh man, they did a terrific job. Look at that. That is absolutely fabulous.
Traffic. Traffic.
Yeah. What are you complaining about here?
Traffic.
Where is this
Traffic.
traffic? I got my
Traffic.
TCAS on.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
So there is a way to turn on a TCAS on this damn thing. I don't remember what it is. All right. Pitching up. I'm getting too high up. That's my trim. Down you go. All right. All right. I'm really high now. Let's come around. And you know what? Let's give it one notch of flaps. Prevent me from climbing. Alright, what else we got here? We got the cars winding its way through. Oh yeah, there's an option. Oh, there's a Capitol right there. Alright, that's pretty cool. The White House should be somewhere nearby. Is it up the road or down the road? I don't know where it is. Is that? Nope, that's not it. Okay, what's my coming down? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, there's a Capitol. The White House, I've never been to DC. Actually, I've been to DC a couple of times. I just couldn't give a rat's ass. Wasn't really impressed. Now, here's the Capitol. I know it's Pennsylvania Avenue. The White House is around here somewhere. And the White House has plenty of, I'm pretty sure, real estate around it from a security perspective. So I'm trying to find it on this damn map. I can't see it. Is it this way? Then again, the White House isn't exactly very descriptive from a aerial perspective.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink.
Alright, let's see if we can find a Pentagon. Alright, the Pentagon was right after I took off. So, and I remember seeing the Washington Monument straight ahead. So what's my heading? North. So if I make a 180, I'm going to be in the flight path of all the jets taking off from Reagan National. Let's go ahead and trim up a little bit. There we go. Give it a little more gas. And see, you have to have a decent rig, a decent rig to handle this. Now, I could just put this damn thing on autopilot. A little bit of fun in that. Okay, getting down too low. All right, coming around. Pitch down, west. Okay, I need to turn this way some more. Okay, that must be Reagan right there. And I think I said this before. I'm getting senile. When you install it, it gives you options for what you can install. For instance, I have static airport at Reagan National and Dulles turned on. So when you land and taxi and you pass quite a bit of static aircraft, you know, they're not AI, they're just static. And I installed the option for the car crash. It allows you to do a car crash, and it shows a traffic backup, and it shows fire and smoke coming from the accident site. I have no idea where that is. It's around here somewhere.
Traffic.
I imagine.
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
I imagine that would make you know, touring the scenery very entertaining. You know, trying to find where the accident is. All right, I'm getting away from the good stuff. Pentagon is back here somewhere. Okay, trying to find the right power setting that will keep me in the air and not, you know, climb out of control. You'd think the Pentagon would be easy.
Sink rate.
You know
Sink
what?
rate. Sink
Let's
rate.
go ahead and do this. Where is the altitude on this damn thing? Oh, it's up here. Okay, let's go ahead and set it to. There we go. And let's do. There we go. Autopilot, heading, flight level change. Flight director. Okay, now is the damn autopilot on? Yes, it is. And it's holding the heading, which is good. And all I need to do now is just do that. Alright, here we go. See if we can check out some more stuff. Looks like all the good stuff's back there. And the hit, here we go, the hit on my frames is not as bad as I thought it would have been. Wow, this is pretty good. This is very good. Anyhow, there's a Pentagon right there. I know it's right by some major interstates. I'm telling you, man, the few times I've been to DC, actually I went to Virginia and I went to DC for visiting somebody or whatever. The traffic there is epic. I mean, talk about horrible traffic. It is beyond epic. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of the Northeast. It's expensive, the rent is too damn high, and the traffic is just horrendous. There's Washington Monument. There are the bridges. I don't know where, I can't see that accident though. That accident scene with the traffic backed up. I know I installed it. But you know, whoa, what am I doing? Am I stalling? Yep, I'm stalling. Alright, pushing the nose down. Autopilot comes off.
Autopilot.
Power setting was too low. There we go. That should do it. This doesn't have an auto throttle, so it will try to maintain the altitude, and by doing that, you will lose speed and fall out of the sky. So you have to find that right power setting that keeps you from overspeeding, and not, you know, but by the same token, keeps you from falling out of the sky in a stall. All right. Well, so far so good, and it's decent on the frames. But when you install it, you need to make sure that you read the various options, and select the one that gives you half the high res. Because if you install this with the high res, it will look good, but your video will become a slideshow. All right, time to go home. Where's the damn airport? Can't be too far. Okay, there's a Pentagon right there. Airport should be right there. Okay, cool. All right, and that's not where I took off from. I'll be landing into the wind. What's my altitude? Let's have some fun. Autopilot off.
Autopilot.
Alright. Idle the throttle. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and circle around. Fly downwind to this runway right here. Alright, here we go. Back in business. And there's our runway right there. Oh, by the way, I did not load my active skies, so it's probably just fair weather. No major wind. So my landing should be relatively benign.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink.
I'm still at 1 notch flaps. I remember that. Let's go ahead and give it another rest. There we go. Alright. With some gas. What's my altitude? 2,900 feet. Way too high. Too damn high. Alright. I'm already in the pattern, so I should just go ahead and drop gear. But yeah, this is pretty cool, and you can buy the installer. Doesn't need a product key. Just go ahead and run it, and install it as many times as you need. I have it installed on Steam, and I have it installed on P3D. I'm not gonna put it on my box. I'm 100% sure it will come crashing down. You can barely run it as it is. All right, that runway must be 22 or something. So let's go ahead and line up. And all the usability attributes from that PA-46 applies to this aircraft with the G1000. It's the same damn thing. Carenata reuses the same code over and over and over in all of their aircraft. Okay, where's the foot of the runway? It's right there. Alright, 1 more notch of flap. Give it a little bit of gas. I won't have much of a base. This thing is so damn fast. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a nice slow U-turn. Well, what am I doing? It's supposed to be the other way, which is about, that's what, runway 40. That actually I do. A little bit of crutch. Let's try this. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, runway 40 ish. Okay, and I've got the gear down. Alright, let's go ahead and make my turn. Give it some left rudder. Coordinated turn. Give it some gas so I don't lose too much speed in my turn. Pull back on the stick to maintain the altitude. And the runway is right at the edge of the water. So, okay, I'm coming down. I don't want to come down. There we go. And the runway should be in front of me right about now. Okay, where is it? Okay, did I fuck this up? A little bit. Not too much I can't recover. Alright. All the bunch of flaps. With the digital cockpit, you don't have to worry about if you're exceeding the speed limits for the flaps because the barber pole comes down. And I'm already at full flaps. And just a slight turn to get on final. No big deal. I'm a little bit high. By the time I'm lined up, I should be wheels down. And hopefully there's no other planes on the runway, because if I crash... Whoa! That runway is short. Arm speed brakes. I remember to arm the speed brakes this time. Shit, why have a runway if it's going to be that short? Alright, let me gas a little bit. A little bit fast.
500.
Very fast. Gear down. Gear's down.
400.
Alright, I'm way too high.
300. 200. 100.
'Whoa, that was a bad landing. is no reverse thrusters on this thing. No auto brake, so I have to stand on the brake my damn self. One more time. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Flaps up. Get off right here. And I need to install, what's that thing? AccuFeel. I don't think they have, I want to say the regular AccuFeel for FSX should work for P3D. I have the migration tool, I'll just use it. Alright, so I'm going to taxi and show you the airport. The airport is pretty sweet. A lot of these planes, just like high-tech, are static. They're not AI aircraft. They're just for looks. I need to make sure there's no plane taking off. Otherwise, I'll crash into it. Crash. Oh, shit, there he is. Okay. That was a good call on my part. I'd have crashed into that son of a bitch. Yeah, evidently, I have crash detection turned on this thing. And you'll learn when you see my next video. I recorded that a couple days ago, but I'm going to publish this first. Alright, let's just cut across here. I'm pretty sure no other aircraft is rolling down the runway. Not soon after that takeoff. Alright, so let's see here. I don't know if you can crash. Oh, and these runway markings, they're pretty sweet. And they got the aircraft vehicles and all that kind of stuff. I don't think turning on your AI traffic affects how much of this crap that you see. This is all part of the scenery. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm at DCA. And I want to say they tricked out Dulles also. Actually, no, they didn't. Because Dulles is not part of this scenery package. Because when I took off from Dulles, I had to fly into the scenery area. So let's just go ahead and taxi and take a quick look. And you know what? I mean, I'm not going to be doing much editing with this video. I should just upload the damn thing. See how we look on the outside. Yeah, man, look, this traffic. I mean, and even I'm getting what, 15 to 25 frames here. Oh my God, Trump, seriously? I'm trying to think. No, these people were probably working on the scenery before that bastard got elected. So, hey, did they get it right? Trump's plane is a 757. That does not look like a 757. No, that's not a 757. 757 is longer than that. It's kind of scary though. That I did not need to see. I hear about him every damn day on NPR. You know, dragging the presidency through the mud. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, but there's a lot of good static stuff here that, you know, makes the place looks a lot prettier. Got the hotels and everything. Okay, I need to turn left. Make sure there's nobody in front of me. And I'm guessing that what I'm taxiing next to looks like a driveway, or part of the apron that's dedicated to cars or airport vehicles. Alright, enough of that. Let me get past that Continental jet and I'll find some place to park. Now, having said that, the AI aircraft that's landing and taking off, I'm not sure how that works with the static aircraft that is developed as part of the scenery. I'm guessing the AI aircraft just taxis through all this crap. You know, it does no difference. Alright, looks like an opening over there I can park. Make sure there's nothing coming from over here. And let's just go ahead and Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority. Alright, where am I gonna park? Let's find a place to park. I'll just go ahead and stick myself next to that jet. Oh, and you know, Reagan National, it's every time I flew in and out of there when I was a management consultant living out of a suitcase, every time we went to Reagan, they had to have shuttles take the passengers to and from the aircraft. It was so crowded that a lot of the commuter planes did not have jetways to taxi up to, and they would just park, you know, right on the ramp, and a shuttle would pick you up from the gate and take you to the aircraft. Alright. And what made me think of that was I thought I saw one of those. Yeah, they're the shuttles right there. They're parked right there. I'm just going to go ahead and put myself right here, 35 Foxtrot. Still need to work on my parking. Oh well, leave it at that. See what look from here? Hey, that don't look too bad. Alright. Oh, got a nice contrast to the light right there, and that's it. You know what? I'm gonna leave this video the way you found it, and that is with everything running. Hope you enjoyed this quick review of the Washington X scenery. Flightsimguy here. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.